Right. Oh, well, that just goes to show, doesn't it? It's been ages since I've streamed. Oh, yes. And new computers, new systems. And it helps if you stream that you plug your microphone in and you can hear you. And yes, all of that junk. And for those of you who follow or have followed a number of the things that I've done prior to today, then I'm sorry, it's a change. This isn't Battletech. This is not going to be a Battletech stream. This is going to be one of the other streams that a very, 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 very bad man called Neil Rawlings got me into. As well as Battletech, he got me into a card game called Mythos. And as ever, he bought me a packet for Christmas, and then the collection grows, and you spend an awful lot of money, and your life is consumed, etc., etc., etc. So, yes, this is all Neil's fault. Neil, if you're out there, I love you dearly, but you're a real pain in the backside when it comes to card games. Sorry. Okay. So as well as a new computer, new setup, new webcam, complete transfer of everything, lots of interim things. Life got in the way for 9 months. That was a tragedy in itself. And yes, I've been away. So I thought I'd come back and do something a bit different. I thought I would come back and try and finish off, not for good, but finish off a project that I've been working on for a little while. And that is the Mythos CCG and the Lackey plugin for that. And that got to a stage where it was playable. And if I keep looking this way to the left, it's because I've moved the webcam in front of me, and I'm used to it being on the left where I've got OBS. I've got 3 screens set up for this, so if I look that way, it's not that I'm trying to avoid you. So anyway, yeah, so I was trying to do the Mythos thing and finish that off, and I got it to a state where it's playable, but there are errors in it, and the images are okay, and it wasn't quite where I wanted it, and I kind of also wanted to automate it, which you can do in Lackey once you know what you're doing, and you can deal with a few spreadsheets and argue with a few things. So this is this is the Lackey Mythos plugin now completely automated, and it's going to be incredibly easy to install, and it's all going to come from one place. And although I say I can control this, I am not the god, so to speak, of this, and if someone else puts a tentacle in, then we could end up with all sorts of dodgy stuff going on. So anyway, for those of you that have never done this before, I'm going to take this incredibly easy and incredibly straightforward in short and sharp steps. For those of you who are a bit more au fait with IT and whatever else, then okay, fine. That is what it is. Please bear with me. This is to catch everybody so everybody can do this. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is actually go and get the Lackey program itself. And we can simply just type in Lackey and CCG, and if we put in the word download as well, because that's what we want to do, whichever browser it is, whichever search engine it is, it comes up with the Lackey CCG downloads page up here. And if you click on it, it will open up this page, and there is a version here, download for Windows. Okay, so just because I have a little bit of space, I'm going to put this in a particular folder which I haven't even sorted out yet. So I'm going to put that there. So it's going to download. I have got an absolute bucket load of stuff to download, so let's put it into this folder and save it there. So that's just going to pull that down. I've got a reasonably fast broadband connection, and away it goes. Okie doke. So if I just leave that for a moment, here we are. Here is all of my junk, and here is the Lackey program. And simply, if you select it with the left mouse button and then right click, there is an extract all option, and all you need to do is just hit that and it will extract it into a folder. There it goes. Okay, and if we double click the Lackey CCG program, you'll find all of this rubbish which you don't even need to touch all you need to find is lackeyccg.exe and double click. And for some bizarre reason, it often pops up in this bottom left-hand corner for me. I don't know why. And that's the program installed. There's no edits to the registry. There's no approvals. None of that rubbish. It's all completely independent. It doesn't log anything, so it should be fine to do that. And then it comes up with this really, really nice, do you want to start playing and plug things in? And right, simple. Get rid of it. You don't need it. Don't show it at the start. Ask me later. Whichever one you select, just get rid of it. Okay. So this is the easiest thing in the world to do now. So if you go over to, not Deck Editor, to Plugin at the top here, it gives you this screen. And if I can just get one that I've prepared earlier, 1 second, all you need to do is cut and paste the link. Now, for those people who don't know the link and wherever it is, I'm going to put this on the Mythos announcement board on the Facebook group so that you can just paste it in, and this is all you need to do. So you paste it in there, and then you hit the install or upload from URL piece on the end there. And that's all you need to do. And then it tries to find everything, and it looks for stuff, and it's fine. It's all automated. Does it itself. And you can see down here it's got download success because it's pulling down all the nice files from where I've stored them and set them all up for you guys. And it'll keep going and going and going. When it finishes, which it should do in a minute, it'll probably ask me to restart. Of course, everything when you do it live and stream, it goes completely wrong, and then it falls over. Has that finished? Don't know. Let's have a look. If we plug in here, as I said, typically it's fallen on its face. Lovely. Normally Lackey asks you to reinstall itself. It's taking its time. Sorry for me for talking over. And basically it's downloaded everything, and now, because everything's there, it wants you to load the Mythos plugin. All you need to do is click load Mythos plugin, and there it is. Voila! It's all stored, all there. So just if we look at the top of the screen here, we've got the deck editor, and if I click on that, you will see that there are all of these files here, and you'll see this green bit at the top. Okay, and I'm going to explain the difference between these. Okay, so here's one I prepared earlier, and here's another one that I prepared earlier. Okay, so on the left here, you will see that this box, which says allow pre-downloading of images, is not ticked. Okay, this is on the preferences miscellaneous menu at the top here, and you'll see that this penultimate box, allow pre-downloading of images for offline use, is not ticked. Okay, and on this version on the right hand side, you'll see, oops, exactly the same place, there is a tick in the box. Okay, now what does that mean? Okay, well, if we click the Mythos plugin tab at the top here, you'll see that the screens are slightly different. This one here, because it allows the downloading of images, you can literally just hit the download button, and when you do, it will start and download all the images for the card game. Okay, this version doesn't have that selected, and what that means is when, and I'll just minimize the other one for a moment, when we start and highlight one of these, you'll see there's a little lag. Here we go, come on, Elder sign. Little lag, and what happens is it downloads everything on the fly. At the top of the screen, up here at the very top bar, if I go and scroll over something, you'll see a little green something. There you go, look, see? And all this is this is downloading stuff on the fly. Okay, so if you're happy to do that, then that's fine. Okay, your other option, as I said, when I pull it back over here, is to download all the missing card images. And what we need to appreciate here is that there are currently 1,336 images, or 36 cards, in this game. And the reason for that is that not only have we included the limited set, the Miskatonic University, Cthulhu Rising, the other one that I can never remember, and I'm sorry for that. Dreamland's New Aeon. There is also the Scooby-Doo set. There is the Movieland expansion created by Martin Charlebois, as I would try and call it. If I get his name wrong, I apologise. I'm trying to do my best French here, and I don't speak French. All of the repointed stuff, Alex Broadbent's repointed stuff is in here as well. So this is pretty complete. The only thing I never got around to putting in is a little bit of the Antarctic stuff that Guy Hale did, and I have got a few bits and bobs, but not complete. So you will see that there's the Scooby-Doo, the standard sets, the Corrupt deck and the Steadfast deck are both in here, etc., etc. Legends of the Necronomicon, the third expansion at the start, they're all in here. So that's why there's 1,336 cards. There's an absolute bucket load there. So if you want to just download them and be done with them, then hit that button and away it goes. It just takes a moment to sort its life out. Obviously, at the moment, I'm streaming video as well as trying to download images, and the daughter's probably watching Netflix, and the wife will be in the bath listening to something on YouTube. So there's probably a bit of lag and whatever else. Okay, but they will come down. Fingers crossed. Eventually, please pray to the gods, the outer gods, etc., etc. They will come down. Okay. Oh, and I've got 3 versions of Lackey going as well. So that should download. All right, I'm just going to cancel that because I'm not going to wait for it. This isn't going to be a long stream. Okay, so the ones that you want, it will download on the fly. And here is everything. As I said, it's all in here. All the images are there. Thanks to all the people, and I can't remember all of them. I'm sorry. There was a really, really good Dutch guy who did a lot of scanning. Martin and Alex, as I've mentioned, who have contributed lots and whatever else, and etc., etc., etc. So there is all in here. You can sort them on set, name, type, attributes, and whatever else. But if you look in the Mythos folder, and of course now I've closed down the window that I wanted to use, so I'm just going to go over here to here, and if I look into the plugins folder, and typically it's not there, is it? Because I'm not using that one. That's not very clever, is it? Give me a second to go and find another folder. Too many folders, too many copies, too many things to do. Right, it's there, it's there. It's there and over here. Yes, so you will see in the Mythos plugin folder, and it's not that one typically. In fact, I'll just use this one. There is a filtering tutorial here. There is an adventure repoint, which is the explanation from Martin about what, not Martin, Alex, about what he did and why he did it and the changes there. There is the official Chaosium rulebook in there. There are some plugin test notes and other bits and bobs. There's a rules book, there's the errata, there's all sorts of stuff. The tutorial's quite nice because it shows you how to use Lackey and connect to a server and whatever else. And I might do that if I get a few minutes, but if I don't, then it is there and you can ask for it. And there's a few other things like a bit of guides from the exotic locations, how to travel to and from, etc., etc., etc. So it should all be in there and stashed away. If you go and explore that particular folder, don't delete anything. If you go and delete it, you have to go and download it all again. Okay. So yeah, all in there, all done. Okay. And that's it. You know, this is set up, as I said, just to hit the install button. It checks the version. If I change the version, then Lackey will detect that and say, oh, there's a new version. And then download all the cards that are in the new version. So if I add cards or we change cards or, heaven forbid, I've typoed one of them wrong or the image is wrong or whatever else, and we sort it out, really, really simple. All you do, it finds it for you and it does it. You don't even have to think about it. It just says, I'm seeing a new version. I'm going to download it. And then it says, I want to restart. And all you do is hit yes. And it's done. Great. Automated. You know, it's just taken a couple of years to get there. You know, a couple of years to get the cards on there, a code and all the other rubbish and spreadsheets and servers and life getting in the way, etc, etc, etc. So really simple. That's how to install Mythos CCG for Lackey. Okay, any questions? You see this, pop it in the box below. I'm putting this on Twitch, but I'm going to send it over to YouTube. If you want to subscribe to the Twitch channel, that's fine. I'm not sure how much Mythos I'm going to do, to be honest with you. And the YouTube will be there, so I can link it and put it in Facebook for the majority of people who will access it there. And that's me. Thank you very much. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. If you've got any comments, post them. If you haven't, enjoy the program, play the game, have fun. And don't forget,